3 recommended tools. Now, usually I would do some content in these episodes where maybe I'm explaining a little kind of nugget of wisdom, or I'm answering a question, or maybe I'm speaking about a recent book. But today I thought I would go over something that I'm actually using recently that I would be totally lost without. So there's 3 things I'm using right now. Now, these tools might be really helpful to you, but I'll pass them along anyway. And if you want to use them, use them. If you don't, well, don't. But one of the first ones is a website called Stencil. Now, even though I used to be a big lover of Pablo, and Pablo is a tool that's provided by Buffer.com, and on Pablo you can create all your own social media images. It's a really, really great tool. You can kind of churn out the images in next to no time, resize them, throw quotes on them, find backgrounds. Now, Pablo is a total free tool, and then when you're finished with your image, you can simply just send it straight over to your Buffer queue, and then Buffer will take care of it after that. So recently I had been given a gift by Danny Rouse Holland. Now, Danny, if I'm mispronouncing your surname, I do apologise, but Danny had given me a gift of a lifetime membership to Stencil, which totally blew me away, and I'll be forever grateful for her for doing that for me. But Danny gave me this gift of Stencil. Now, I had heard of Stencil before, and I didn't really pay much attention to it because I was happy with Pablo. But as soon as I got the membership, I said, well, let's give this a go and see what I can use it for. Now, again, like Pablo, it's really, really great for creating social media images, grabbing quotes, and all those different things, all the kind of templates they have over there in Pablo. But they have tons and tons of free images. They take all the images from Unsplash and Pixels and all those different places. So all the images that you can use in your social media content are all copyright free, and you're not going to get into any trouble with it. So when you go over to Stencil and you become a member, you can create as much of that content as you want. Now, you will have to pay. Unfortunately, I was lucky enough to get a lifetime membership gift from Danny, but that is one website that I'm using at the moment for my social media images. And again, what I like about Stencil is not only can you use their website, but if you've got a WordPress blog, they actually have a little plugin that you can add to WordPress. So, for example, if I was maybe writing a post today and I was looking for some kind of image to put on the post, what I can do is I can go over to the media folder in WordPress, and there is you'll see a little tab there when you install the plugin, but you just click on that tab and then you can basically create your image or your kind of graphic for your post today actually in WordPress in the dashboard. You don't even need to go near Stencil at all, and then when you're finished, then you save it to your media folder, and then you simply go back to your post, and then you select the image that you've created, and then you can put it nicely on your post. So it's very, very handy that way. We have the website, and then you also have the WordPress plugin. So I'm using that at the moment. And again too, what I liked about Stencil is just like Pablo, you can, whatever content you create, you can send it straight over to your Buffer queue, and then Buffer can automate it after that. So you don't even need to put it out to all your social media platforms. It does it all automatically. So that is one tool that I'm using at the moment, and you'll probably find it, I don't know the exact domain, but I assume it's probably stencil.com if you want to go over there and have a look at it. If you are someone who maybe is looking to create a lot of social media images, or even images for your blog or your website or whatever, go over there and give it a look and see how you get on with it. Now, another one that I'm using at the moment, and I would be lost without it, and it's called 320youtube.com. Now, what I do on that website is basically when I record these videos and I upload them to YouTube, what I do then is I pull the audio track from the video, and then I create a podcast episode out of it. So if you are listening to this as a podcast episode, this was originally a video, but I simply pulled the audio track from it and then put some music at the start and the end, and that's how I created my podcast. Now, what I like about 320 YouTube is I had used a lot of websites to create my videos into audio tracks, but a lot of them were very, very temperamental. One day they would work, another day they wouldn't work, and sometimes the websites weren't there anymore. I assume probably to do with copyright issues. YouTube is probably closing all these sites down as quickly as they're going up, because YouTube doesn't want you turning any probably music videos into, you know, audio tracks, so that the artist isn't going to lose out on, you know, you not buying their albums. So I assume it's a copyright issue, but I found a lot of the websites I used to go, they would work today and they were either broken tomorrow, or they were down, or something was on. There was loads of pop-ups, and it was totally just, it was a nightmare to use. Now, having said that, 320 YouTube will have a lot of pop-ups. Now, if you are offended by some of the kind of adult kind of style pop-ups that come up, well then maybe you should stay away from there, because you will find maybe the odd kind of chatbot coming up, some kind of girl who's looking to go to bed with you, or a Russian bride or something like that, but you'll find some of those. So if you are offended by that kind of content, stay away from it. Now, at the moment, I installed a plugin on Chrome. I'll probably talk about it another time, but I found as soon as I installed the plugin on Chrome, all those ads and all the pop-ups and all the different things actually stopped working on that site. Now, if you do own that site, you're probably cursing me because you're not making a revenue stream anymore, but it was just getting a bit too much with all the pop-ups. But I do like the site, I just don't like the way it was being advertised on. Now, if you do go over to 320youtube.com, you can take your videos. So as I said, I would take my videos and I would turn them into podcast episodes. But if you are someone who maybe already has a training course and has probably a lot of video content, one of the ways you can actually add bonuses with very little effort is to give audio tracks of all your videos. So if you had maybe a 10 video training course and you were teaching some particular skill or whatever it was in that training course, what you can do is you can go over to a website like 320 YouTube, and then you can actually pull all the audio tracks from it. So when you are creating your sales letter, not only will you have, you know, buy now and receive these 10 videos, but you can have the additional bonus of buy now, and I will also throw in 10 audio tracks. So not only can the person watch the YouTube videos, but maybe if there's someone like me who likes to listen to podcasts, they can simply upload those episodes to their MP3 player or whatever, and they can listen to those videos over and over again, probably to get more advice out of it. So if you are somebody who provides a lot of video content, it's very easy to give additional audio content away, or even just give it away free on your website as bonuses or whatever. It's up to you what way you want to do it, but it's an easy way of bulking up a product by giving the audio tracks. That's just a little tip if you're selling something at the moment. So again, the website that I use is 320youtube.com. Now again, the version seems to change at the moment. The first one I started off, I think, was in version 4. I think they've already got up to version 6, but I assume this is probably because YouTube is clamping down on them. So you may find it might change by the time you get there. But again, when you do go over, if you are offended by any kind of adult pop-ups or those kind of things, you know, maybe you might stay away from there. But unfortunately, a lot of these websites, that's probably how they're actually making their money, because they're doing something for free, so have to make an income some way. So I assume that's why they're doing it. But if you are offended, you know, don't go over there unless maybe you have a good ad blocker or whatever installed on your Chrome or Firefox or Internet Explorer or whatever you're using, and that'll stop all you've seen from all that content. But what I like about that website is it's very fast, it's reliable, and you know, I use it every day to pull the audio tracks from these videos. So if that's something you're looking for, head over to that site and try it out. Now, the last one that I had bought, the last thing I had got there was blue lens glasses. Now, I had heard Dan Meredith talk a couple of years back about him getting blue lens glasses and the difference it made in his eyes. He said in the evening times, you know, his eyes were getting tired from looking at the screen all day, and he said he looks ridiculous in them, but he would wear them anyway. And I had seen them in a recent you know, shopping promotion or something in Amazon, and it was just at the back of my mind, because I used to get severe headaches. Sometimes I used to get near like a migraine type headache because I used to spend so much time on the laptop, and some days it got so bad that I mightn't even be able to look at the screen the next day because my headaches were so bad and my eyes were so tired. So, you know, if I was doing a lot of work on the laptop, some days I would have to miss every middle day because I just couldn't face sitting at a keyboard the next day. Not because I didn't want to do the work, but just because my head were absolutely splitting and my eyes were exhausted from looking at the screen. Now, I have found that when I purchased those blue lens glasses and when I use them anytime I'm on the laptop, those headaches have gone, and I mean completely gone. I don't have a headache at all. I can look at a laptop all day and I don't get any headaches. So if you are someone who maybe suffers from headaches from looking at your laptop, maybe if you're not able to write as much as you want to because your eyes just get tired, or just by the evening you just kind of, your eyes and your brain is just totally burnt out, it probably is because you are looking at a lot of blue light on the laptops and on TVs and all those different things. I've actually found too, in the evening time when I do maybe watch some TV, I do sometimes wear the blue light glasses as well, because it makes the picture a lot clearer for some reason when you're watching TV, but it's a lot easier on your eyes. So I found that, over this past couple of weeks, as I've been using those lenses or those glasses, it has made a huge difference in my life. And if you are somebody who suffers from headaches from looking at the screens too much, do grab a pair of them. I think I paid something like £15 or something like that, but as I said, when you compare that to the days I lost because I just couldn't function because my eyes were just totally destroyed and my head was just busting, that is a tiny investment. So if you are somebody who spends a lot of time with the screen, grab a pair of blue lens glasses. Even if you aren't suffering from kind of eye strain or headaches at the moment, you will notice a big difference. Your eyes won't be as tired in the evening time when you do finish up. So those are the three things. Again, one of the ones is Stencil. You'll probably find that at stencil.com. I'm using that at the moment and I highly recommend it. Again, the other site then was 320 YouTube, and that is handy for pulling the audio tracks from YouTube videos. And the last one then is buying blue light glasses. So again, none of them are really expensive, but if you'd like to try them out, go to each site and have a look. But I highly recommend the last one. It's made a big difference in my life. So as always, thanks for listening to the content today. If you'd like to find more, just if you are on YouTube, hit the bell and I'll send the next couple of videos straight to you. Just subscribe to the channel. Or if you are listening to this as a podcast episode, again, click subscribe. And if you like the content, maybe leave a review or whatever, or share it with a friend. It would be much appreciated. And as always, have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.